They got me there. They got me there. All right, let's get this party started. Bear, wake the fuck up. Episode 187 coming to you live from a secret location.
Undisclosed. Can't let you know where the hideout is, the lair.
But yeah. It's today's
back to
date.
my heathen ways.
Yeah. Well,
my vices. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that bad.
Oh god.
Oh jeez.
Drops it. I don't like tequila, but for your birthday.
Yeah, but you also don't like tea. You fucking.
I don't like tea.
I don't either, but tea and lemonade. Arnold Palmer is not. It's not bad.
It's not good, but not bad.
I mean, that's how I feel about most alcohol. It's not bad.
Fair enough.
But it's not good either.
Yeah. No, I mean,
There's been very few times I'm like, damn, like that shit actually fucking did something for me.
That shit's hitting. Until it's hitting too hard. You're like, fuck. Shit comes out of nowhere. You're like, oh, this was good.
Oh, shit.
Thank God I haven't had a time like that in a long time.
I've never really, I mean, I've had a couple times, but
shit,
I'm usually pretty good at holding my liquor.
I was notorious for holding my liquor for a long time, but then I left to Washington, didn't drink like that for like a year. That kind of screwed me all up.
The other night, the Blackout Boys.
Yeah.
You and Jordan were both racing for that title.
That shit was crazy. I'd never blacked out more in my life than when I came back. It was only still, I mean, I've only blacked out. I can still count on two hands, thank God. But that shit was wild. I was like, oh my goodness, what's going on? But I just didn't have any, I don't know if it was what it was, stamina, any freaking tolerance to it or what. But also, it's because of how we used to drink. After not drinking for a year, you got to ease your way back into it. You can't just go hard like that.
There was no easing.
That's kind of what happened. It was like, oh,
straight into the deep end.
I'm back. Let's go party. And yeah, that's what we did.
You jumped straight into the deep end and
yep.
And yeah,
drank too much.
Then Blackout Boys was born.
Yep. That shit was hilarious.
The dynamic duo. That shit is
fuck.
Jordan was the one that reminded me of it the other day. He brought it up. I'm like, oh shit, that's right. That shit's kind of fucking hard though. Blackout Boys is kind of hard.
It's
if
funny.
you don't know the context behind it, it's like, damn, like that shit's hard.
Yeah. But if it's like, oh, me and my friend, we started drinking too hard and we couldn't hold our liquor, which is crazy. I mean, fun times though. Fun times.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it happens to the best of us.
It only happened, it would only be like the last couple.
I've never blacked out though. Like you've seen me get like sloppy, like fucked up drunk, but I've never gotten to the point where I'm like long periods of time I don't remember.
Mine's never been. It's always like one. It's always the max I've blacked out for is like an hour. Like I could recall, I can recall getting there, blacking out. And then, like, I recall shit that's happened after in the night, but I'm like, where was I during this period of time? They're like, oh, you were at the bar. Or, oh, you were doing this. Or, oh, and I was like,
I've never gone like that. It gets blurry, but like, I'm pretty conscious. I'm pretty like aware as a drunk guy can be. I guess.
That's what I was saying. Like, that's what was so crazy to me because before I left to Washington, never. There was only that one time ever, which was when we lived in Lee Vista. And y'all picked me up. That story, but
shit.
That was the only time ever in my life until I came back from Washington.
Oh man.
So that was a long period of time, but that was like when I was 21 years old till what, 20 shit, when did the Blackout Boys be born? At like 25 ish. Yeah, because I came back when I turned 25, about 25.
Yep.
So good old 4 years later. In those 4 years, I had drank a lot and partied a lot.
Yeah. Different times.
They were.
Now we're old. I'm old. I'm a seasoned veteran.
Yeah, you're an old man.
Hey, but I was up.
Yeah, you survived.
I was drinking.
You survived.
I broke my cleanse.
So if any of you listeners don't know, it's Eric's birthday. Or what just was his birthday.
A day ago. By the time you guys hear this, it'll be probably closer to a week. But
about a week ago. But Eric's 30.
I am.
How you feeling, old timer?
Well, I don't know if you guys could tell or not, but something a little bit more mature, a little bit more sophisticated about me.
If you want to call it sophisticated. It's not a bad look.
I'm working on my mustache. See, because when I first got it, my mustache. So I have a mustache. I'm just gonna,
He shaved. All right, yeah. For everyone else, he shaved his face. He had a beard and a mustache. Now he solely has just the mustache.
But right now, you can't really tell. I mean, maybe you can. But I got the little 5 o'clock shadow going now, so it's all it's starting to
grow back.
Yeah, because what I plan on doing is keeping the mustache more prominent. I wanted to he cut it a little too much off the sides right here. But once that shit grows in, then I'll start fucking shaping it up how I want. Maybe grow the chin out a little bit, but most of this shit's gonna be 5 o'clock shadow.
Just gonna keep it low for a while.
Yeah,
see how it goes.
Yeah, see what it does.
And it doesn't look bad. So.
Yeah, but I can see when I first got it, I was so baby smooth on the sides. It was like, oh my god.
Well, yeah, but it's also just like that new look.
Yeah, because I had a full beard. My face was covered for years. Because the last time I shaved, I got it down that low and it wasn't even that low, was when I went to go see The Weeknd. I had a kind of a 5 o'clock shadow kind of look, but
you buzzed it out to where it's a little bit longer. Yeah,
but that was what 2 years ago now, almost in August of 2022.
I haven't shaved baby face since I was 24, and that was only because I was in Washington and I knew I could get away with it. I was like, I'm not gonna see nobody.
The last time I went fully baby face was probably when we lived in the apartment.
Yeah,
but that's
crazy.
Been some time.
Yeah, I mean, what, 8 years?
For real.
Yeah.
And then after that, I usually had facial hair and had the beard for the most part, as much as I can grow it. It definitely got better along as I got older, and
I got a
pretty
thick mustache. If I were to,
see, that's what I'm saying though. It's not a bad look. I was telling Dennis that we should make this a tradition every 30th. So Ryan's next, or no, Abner's next, and then Ryan. Oh. They got to get a mustache. They got to do the mustache for the 30.
For the 30th birthday?
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can start a trend right now. Be like, Abner.
I got some time, so. I got what?
But that should be. I was telling Dennis that. I'm like, watch. I just need to get one domino to fall, and then the rest will follow.
Everyone else will do it. It's like, I got to do it. I'm sorry.
You don't want to break the tradition.
That's funny. I mean, I told you I would do it.
I'm manifesting it. So there you go. So I got Jacob. Now we just got to fill in the in-between.
Damn, you want me to wait till I'm 30?
Bro, that's the right way. I waited until I was 30. Fucking do what you do with your beard. Grow it out. Fucking.
I trimmed it short a while ago, so I am letting it grow a little bit.
Let that thing fucking do what it do. Give it some hang time. But then when the time comes, you got to fucking clean it right off.
Take a machete.
Oh, shit. But yeah, that's really, we had that little party at Ryan's. That shit was fun, having everybody there.
It was a good time.
Vibing, chilling, drinking, smoking.
Listening to music, watching the playoffs.
Yeah.
Watching the fights. Before we go into the fights, though, let's talk more about you and your old age. Do you have life insurance? Do you?
I do, actually.
Medicare or Medicaid? No, I'm just kidding. You're not that
I'm
old.
about to sign up for my healthcare plan here soon.
But priorities now versus your younger self. What do you think you've given? Could be within this year. Could be. I feel like it's a lot of things that have happened before. I'm not saying your birthday was the turning point, but in the past year and a half, a lot of things have changed, and a lot of outlooks that we've all had have kind of, we've reevaluated certain things, refocused our energy towards certain other things. So how do you think now, being 30 and just as life has handed you melons, making, I was going to say lemons, but melonade, I guess. Milady. But anyways, yes, how do you think life now is kind of shaping and your priorities now versus your younger self?
Well, I guess when I was younger, just you don't know what you don't know, really. It's your first taste of going into the world, fending for yourself, figuring shit out, just getting the taste of life. So, you just go into a lot of things kind of wide-eyed, bushy-tailed, kind of naive in a lot of shit.
Yep. What's going to happen?
Yeah, if you would have asked me at 18, 19, 20 years old, like, what do I look like? You know, what is my life going to look like in 10 years? And you ask me that same question now, it's the same vision and the same dream, just it will sound like two completely different answers in the sense of like, now you kind of know what it's going to take for you to reach those goals. Like how, you know, what are you willing to sacrifice? What are you, you know, how are you going to balance that time? Yeah. You know, all those things are answers I would give now. Back then I was just like, yeah, this is what I'm going to do. And boom, it's just going to fucking work. And yeah, like, you know, you just have that, you know, that I guess blind confidence in that you just don't know what life is going to bring to you. And again, that's not to say that, you know, those same goals as far as, you know, working for myself, being a business owner, those things are still, those are my end goals. It's just, you have to take a lot of things into account and you just don't really think about those things. So I think I just, you know, just a little bit more, like I said, just seasoned a little bit. You just kind of, I feel like I'm for the most part the same pretty goofy, lighthearted person.
I mean, just to put it in like perspective for what you were just saying, when we were 20, one of like the biggest things, or like, for example, think of like your 20th birthday versus your 30th birthday. Yeah. You said it was a fun time chilling with, you know, it was a close-knit group of friends, right?
Yeah.
When we were like 20, 21, that group was a lot bigger and like parties were a lot different.
Yeah.
Because it was more of like, you wanted to see more people. You wanted to just be like, you know, it could be, it's different for every person, but like, one, there's like the popularity thing going into it, and it's also just from high school, you still are connected with a lot of more people.
Yeah.
You don't, you know, life hasn't hit everyone yet. Mm-hmm. So it's like you haven't all, you know, gone to college, moved away, like your hometown people are still your hometown people. Yeah. And then like the older you get, like you said, life goes on, life doesn't wait for nobody. So you learn shit happens to people.
You move on. People are moving on different paths than you are, at different trajectories, at different speeds, and you know, you just kind of, you know.
And I mean, you said it on the last episode. It's no love lost between people, but you grow and other people grow, and sometimes you outgrow each other. Mm-hmm. And it's not that, you know, you don't fuck with them, but they're doing something else in their life, and you have a different view or a different path for yours.
Yeah. So. And even then, like, I mean, Zach, for example. Me and him are friends to this day, and we stay in communication. We'll talk, we hang out, but then there's been points in our lives. I mean, we've known each other since we were 4. Oh. And there's been times where, you know, he was living in California, moving a lot. I wouldn't see him for a long time. And then, you know, whenever he's back, we're in the same area. It's, hey, how you doing? Like, you know, let's meet up when we can and shit like that. And again, part of that is, you know, we went in different directions, and again, growing in at different times, but you know, just life has a way of keeping people around that should be around.
Yeah. Well, for sure.
So I definitely appreciate that. Like, you know, and that was, you know, what I take away the most from, you know, just from this past weekend, hanging out with all my friends, family, all that shit. Just like, you know, those times that, again, when you're young, you're naive, you just think that this is going to be forever. Like, you know, these times, these moments are going to be forever. And then again, life starts hitting and shit like that. And it's like, so it just like, you know, just kind of cherish it more. Like the time that you spend with people, the moments of, you know, when people are coming together and shit like that.
Especially when it's to celebrate you, or, you know, in this case, you and Ryan, but when it's like that, people coming together to help, you know, celebrate you, it's a touchy feely moment. You're like, oh, I mean, warms you hot.
And that too, like, I mean, like,
because there's not many times. I mean, besides, you know, there's been a couple in this past year. You know, Abner's bachelor party, his wedding, that, you know, multiple people were around. But unless there's like those big events, there's times where months go by, you don't see, you know, friends, for example, and you still talk to them. You know, you could talk every once in a while, every month, whatever, every couple weeks. No love lost, but you just growing, you know, as you're growing, they're growing, life gets in the way. We all have jobs. Some people have kids. Luckily, not many people in our friend group have kids, but I mean, shit, I got 2, 3, 4, like 4 of my very close friends have kids. Actually 5.
Damn.
5 different people I know have kids.
Oh, if we're talking about people that we know, then yeah.
Well, I'm talking about like my pretty close friends. I got Brandon, Matt, Steven, Ray, Jose.
Yeah.
All them, bunch of dads.
Damn, yeah.
That's crazy.
Being a dad.
But, you know, no, like I said, people grow in different ways. I ain't a dad yet.
Yeah.
I'm getting this dad bod, sadly, but I ain't a dad yet.
He's working on it.
But don't worry, I'll be back.
Oh, shit.
Me and Eric were talking just before this. When are we going to the gym together?
Yeah, I've been actually doing pretty good in the gym. Like, I'm starting to get
Pick it back up.
muscle definition back in key areas, which is pretty good. Even after this weekend where I ate like a fucking fat ass, but really Saturday and Sunday, I ate pretty hard. I ate pretty fucking hard.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I'll get to the gains here soon.
Yeah, but yeah, then, you know, right back at it today. But
I got all next month. I'm pretty sure next month.
How's that 75 hard going there for, for all the viewers at home?
Yeah, for all the viewers. So I made it a little over 21 days without drinking. But me going to the gym twice a day, that didn't happen. Me reading 10 pages, that's actually what killed me the fastest. I forgot. It wasn't that I can't read 10 pages. I just fucking forgot to do it.
Oh, shit.
So that was a bitch. But
that's funny.
We always got May, you know.
Hey.
I think I am going to start, though, where I kind of enjoyed not drinking.
Yeah, I mean, the not drinking part for me is and the not smoking part is pretty easy for me at this point. It's
I haven't
the food.
smoked since December. So.
It's right now at this point, the hardest thing for me is the food. I like, you know, I like enjoying good food.
I like food.
And I know I'm still at a point in my life where if I just work out hard enough in the gym, like I can, as long as I'm not going overboard with it, it's like I can fucking.
Well, that's my thing. Like I'm fucking right there, bro. But I haven't tipped that scale. So it's like, I don't cross the threshold.
You sweat a lot at work. So
yeah,
that
probably does keep it.
But
because I'm 189.
That's only going to take you so far.
I'm 189. Like
that's only going to take you so far.
My
You're
body
hit that
is
200
like
sooner than you think.
I doubt it. I don't think I will, honestly.
You never know.
I really don't.
We know somebody that probably thought that same thing.
We're different. We are different. Because, I mean, granted, if I stop doing straight physical labor, yeah, maybe I might get there. But
isn't that
if I wasn't gonna, well, yeah, but I'm saying if I stopped physical labor, then I would actually be able to go back to my normal gym routine. It wouldn't be as hard.
Fair enough.
What's been happening with me lately is just where I'm working right now, and top of being physical, and top of being like I got to travel 2 hours every day, so that shit's just wearing on me.
Yeah, I guess you've been out there in the
so
sticks.
I'm just like, damn, man.
Where
Like, because if I don't go at 5:30, which I would prefer doing, if I don't do that, then by the time I get home at 5:30, 6 o'clock, like I'm not gonna. Yeah. Lately, usually I was like always, you know, okay, let's do it. But I've had other shit going on as well. Yeah. What I was telling you about, been doing that.
Yeah.
So it's like I haven't had any time. Yeah. And like even on my like Saturdays or Sunday, I've been doing that. Looking for shit, and like I'm like, I'll find the time.
Yeah, I mean, when you're grinding, certain things gotta take a back seat.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, it's all about prioritizing, and I kinda let my fitness kind of take a back seat.
That's something I've always prioritized, though.
Which is a good thing. I mean, I was always for the most part, I was pretty damn consistent for a long time. I was, you know, right there in the running with you of being the most consistent with that. Like I went minimum 5 days a week.
Yeah, I mean, because you were going with me.
Well, true, but even without you going, even when you like moved over here, and I was still going for like 4 or 5 days a week, even by myself.
But you were going the most when you were going with me.
All right.
The truth.
We'll credit you. We'll credit you.
You know it.
But yeah,
I don't like to toot my own horn a lot.
I need to get back on my shit.
Bro, come with me on Wednesdays because I've been doing more body weight and like using the TRX bands a lot more too.
On Wednesdays.
And it's really just cardio, body weight stuff, sauna, and then weight. I mean, weights you can do on whatever day, but the thing is that especially since with people that working construction jobs and manual labor jobs, like then going and having to lift weights is so fucking like, oh my God, like it can be a lot. But if you go and do like 20 minutes on the treadmill or 20 minutes of cardio and then do like push-ups, pull-ups, fucking dips, ab work, shit like that for like 20 minutes, 15 minutes, and then hit the sauna, I mean, you're getting work.
Probably do.
And you'll be burning fat more.
Yeah, I think I'll do like, I just have to figure out how I want to do my split basically. Like whether I do
right now, what I've been doing is Monday chest, shoulders, tries. Tuesdays back and buys. Wednesdays is a cardio ab kind of body weight workout day. Thursdays I do legs and shoulders. Friday I do kind of like
full upper body
touch up stuff, or just kind of what I feel like I didn't hit enough in those 4 days, and kind of just use it as like a makeup day in a sense.
Fair enough. Yeah, because
lifting, like I still want to lift weight, but right now like I've been having issues with my hips and shit and all that. So like I
go to a chiropractor.
That's what I've been hearing. That's what a couple people have told me.
I mean, I wouldn't say you got to go all the time because, I mean, chiropractors are cool and all, but anything you do too much, I feel like is just unnecessary.
Well, I have that gift card still to Hand and Stone that I haven't used that I need to use. So
the massage,
I'll do that. But I probably will see a chiropractor sooner than later, just to give it a test. Hopefully they don't fuck me up. I need some recommendations. Got any?
I go to this one in Oviedo Chiropractic. Pretty decent.
Word.
I fuck with them because they have their table moves, so so like for example, your lower back, your hips being kind of fucked up, like you're laying on the table and like it'll move your legs, so it kind of helps stretch out your back before they ever even try to crack your back and everything.
Yeah,
that's why.
That's the thing. Like I've been doing a lot of stretching, rolling myself out, massage gun, Epsom salt baths. Fucking
think about like an inverted table, except you're laying on your stomach.
Dead hangs, yeah.
So instead of like, you flipping yourself backwards and getting that pop on your back, you're laying on your stomach and it's pushing your legs down so that you can like stretch. And it helps.
Yeah, I mean all that shit fucking. I mean, even just doing like step ups and just body weight squats and shit like that helps.
No, I mean that one day we were doing like the pull-ups and squats and everything. I was pretty tired. I was like, damn.
Yeah. But you feel a pump too.
But granted, I hadn't been, I used to fucking be on my shit with pull-ups. I would do pull-ups every workout.
I can knock out like fucking not pull-ups. Pull-ups has always been hard for me, but I could probably bust out like 20, but push-ups, I could bust out like 75 easy right now.
Pretty good.
Easy.
I get tired around like 45, 50.
The most I've ever done in a row was like 87 or some shit like that. But right now
I would really have to push myself because I like the first 30 easy, 40 I'm getting a little fatigued. By like 45 to like 60 I'm dying. I'm like
my forearms usually that's what starts giving out.
Mine's like right here around my elbows. I'm like because my elbows crack like when I'm doing push-ups just because like spreading thin set and fucking lifting tile all the time, it just doesn't help with that. It's killing me.
Yeah, dog.
But one of these days I'll just be in the office.
Just gotta get it where you can.
Yep.
Get it where you fucking can. Are the Magic playing already?
No. They play later. I think it's the Knicks playing right now. Knicks versus the 76ers. In relevant new topics, what do you think about this Drake versus Kendrick beef?
Team Drizzy. None of these guys are around without him. None of these guys are as relevant as they are right now without Drake. You can check the fucking
second
stats.
That motion.
You can check the fucking stats.
You can check the stats and you can just check
the cosigns,
past interviews, prior songs, like
people just hating on the boy.
But what do you think about the actual songs though? What song did you like more? Push-ups or Like That?
Fuck all that like that shit. Fuck all that like that shit.
You like this shit the most?
This shit is hard to me. Like, let's let it ride a little bit. Because it has like psychological game behind it. He's using fucking
West Coast rappers.
The people who are like asking him in the way that because Drake writes that shit and he uses the AI voice of Tupac and Snoop Dogg, and it's like they're like begging and pleading for him to fucking do something. Like, please do something.
You're gonna let this guy do this?
Yeah, like what the fuck, man? Like, and it has like that psychological aspect of it, and like then Drake is who he is, and he does numbers. Like he is transcended rap, so like it's hard for.
And he's just a fucking troll. You saw him put push-ups like the cover art.
Yeah,
that shit. Love it. I love it.
He's
I fuck with Kendrick and all, but
yeah, he's psychological.
But I fuck
the
with
shit.
Drake more. Like,
I mean, he did it with Meek Mill with the memes and the fucking charged up and gave him a chance to fucking respond. He did, and then he came with back to back, and you know the fucking what he's saying in the song where he's playing. They're in the room above. I think it was Summer 16, where they're in the hotel room above him and they're playing back to back, and they know he can hear because he's in the room below them and all. Like, he's just very psychological with this shit. Oh. And that's how he gets it.
He takes it serious like an athlete.
Yeah.
He wants to be the best at his craft. So when there's a challenge that presents himself, Drake is one to toy with people and like, come on, egg them on. Like,
and like, listen, like the numbers speak for themselves. Look, I'll post this on the No Hangover at some point, but just number one hits, Drake has 13. Top 10 hits, 77. Songs that have charted on the Billboard Hot 100, 329. Kendrick, guess how many he has that have gone number one? That has gone number one.
3.
Yes. So Drake has 10 more. Kendrick has 13 top 10 hits. Drake has top 13 number ones. And then he's only had 72 songs that have charted in the Hot 100. J. Cole, 1. Drake gave him to that. Future, 3.
Drake probably was on 1 or 2 of those.
Yeah. The Weeknd, 7. And The Weeknd probably, as far as like numbers wise, probably does the best. And he's still like far behind. It's like, say what you want. You know, you don't have to like Drake, whatever you feel like, whatever fucking rumors, bliss that, whatever with the Pusha T shit, blah, 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 whatever you want to say about Drake. He has always been about it. When people come shooting after him, he shoots back. Like, even with the Pusha T shit, the only reason that Pusha T really got the best of him is because he fucking like...
He dropped that he had a child and the world didn't know this.
Yeah. And the cover of Drake in blackface, like, he really had like just one in the chamber waiting. Like, nobody else has had that. Nobody else has had that. And I don't think Kendrick has that in the chamber. Like, I don't think he has anything more damning than that. And at the end of the day, like, you know, that blew over too anyways. Like, oh yeah, Drake has a kid, like, cool.
Well, yeah. It was just the shock factor.
Yeah, the shock value of it. And I think that's what Like That was. If We Don't Trust You comes out and they have Like That on that and it doesn't have Kendrick Lamar on it and it's just Future taking shots at Drake, does it do as good as it did?
Not at all. I mean, the beat is just so fucking hard.
Listen, it's hard, but are we talking about it as much as we're talking about it right now? Does it go number one?
No.
Does it reach the numbers and get the first week sale numbers that it gets if they're not mentioning Drake and they get Kendrick Lamar, they get him out, put a verse down, calling out Drake and J. Cole? It doesn't do the same numbers. I'm not saying it's not going to be good. It's not going to be quality. It's not going to be a good album because production wise, that's what
Metro be doing his thing.
Exactly. That's what he does at this point. Production wise and sonically, that shit is going to be on point.
It's going to sound great.
Whoever he's working with, because that's what he does. That's what he has cemented himself as. But numbers wise and popularity wise and publicity wise, does it do what it did? No.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. I don't think even with how hard the song goes, just Future singing on it and his melodies and stuff, like, I like the song. I'm a Future fan, you know. Mm-hmm. I don't fuck with him calling or like trying to talk shit to Drake. I don't get that. I don't understand what happened between them. But I'm like, how the fuck? Because I've been a Future fan. I've been on a lot of these people early. Yeah. Like, I was an early Future fan. I was an early Migos fan. Like, a lot of these people I've listened to for a very long time. So I'm like, why are you going to do that? Why are you doing that?
Because people get fucking...
people forget who... I mean, don't get me wrong. Future kind of was paving his own way, but he cannot ever deny that Drake didn't help elevate him.
For sure.
Because, I mean, you had 2014 through 2016 where Drake and Future were like that fucking
they were
top
the top
duo.
Two, and then they that was the duo. To Be Alive. Yeah.
And like any song they were on together, it was just like, oh my God. And then, they put out What a Time to Be Alive, and that did fucking stupid numbers.
Yeah, that was great. That was a fucking...
then Drake kind of hit his ascend even further when people couldn't even think he could ascend more and drop, shit off Views. He had just like the straight number songs where it's like Kiki, fucking Hotline Bling. And even though I don't even think most of them are good songs that I'm mentioning right now.
I like Hotline Bling. Hotline Bling was a good
I mean, I fuck with Kiki more than Hotline Bling.
Oh no, Kiki.
Yeah.
Nah.
But I mean, I don't like either one of them. But I'm just saying.
I like Hotline Bling a lot more. You
but those
used to call me on my.
Nah, that shit was just annoying. But it got so much, publicity and so much playtime, and like they were using that on commercials.
It does numbers. He does numbers.
It was trending. That's when like TikTok and Instagram, that was really kind of becoming more popular as well. And the TikTok trends.
Not only that, but it does seem like he earns the respect of people. I mean, how many rappers do you know were given a fucking 757
None.
airplane? Air Drake. Like, there's not rappers doing that. There's not fucking a lot of celebrities that are.
There's no celebrity
being
doing
gifted that. Fucking private fucking 757s. Like, that's the thing. Like, again, you could say what you
jet.
want.
It's bigger than a fucking jet.
It's
fucking plane, a giant plane.
Like, he's transcended rap, and the thing is that like, yes, there was people before him that paved the way. Obviously, like there's. At this point in life, there's not a lot of people who are creating new things and that are pioneers of new things. Like they're taking something that had been, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years and then taking it to that mainstream level. Like he was the one that took rap really to that mainstream level where songs and the charts were dominated by rap and hip hop songs. Yeah. And he brought that golden age. And now
he's a rapper / pop artist that did great numbers in both.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, he was able to stick to one lane. Like, no, he would sing or like write a hook or fucking rap bars and like.
What song is it in So Far Gone that he says, me getting big is getting everyone nervous because them hipsters gonna have to get along with the hood nigga. It's all good. Like he's that guy that's able to bring, mainstream stuff like fucking hippie, fucking modern, fucking hipster people and bring the streets together and fucking they both fuck with the shit. Like, he took rap to the mainstream. And again, like after 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, like I feel like that was probably like a real golden age in rap.
Oh yeah.
And he was the one but he's the one that ushered all that shit in essentially because he was the biggest star. I mean, people were dubbing him the chosen one. When he's gonna save rap, like that's what people were saying off of a mixtape.
Yeah, and people, I mean,
and he's lived up to the expectations.
Came up through that time as well. That's when people I was just mentioning, Future was getting more popular through that. Young Thug, Migos, fucking a lot of people. Travis, I mean, Travis wasn't even a thing yet.
He was under Kanye, but like him and Drake and Travis Scott make fucking hits together. Yeah. I mean, Drake makes hits with everyone. It doesn't matter who it is. Like.
I mean, he said it before, like call me when you need a hit, pretty much, and like it was always guaranteed to do numbers if Drake is on it.
The thing is that everybody wants somebody to be that guy and bring them out of the promised land or bring them to the promised land, and then once they do, it's like, and now you're doing too much. Now you're changing that. But like, if you listen to Drake's music, like there's always been that. Like he's always catered to everyone. Like even from So Far Gone, there's songs on there that have a more like housey vibe, have a more fucking, house feel to it as far as like the type of beat and music that. So I just don't see why everyone's so like,
that's my favorite.
He turned his back on rap. And
that's my favorite part about Drake, honestly, is that he could differentiate so many different sounds and still be good. I mean, I was just telling Helen that the man has literally rapped in Arabic before. And that shit went hard. Like he does stupid shit that people would be like, what? But it goes hard. All right,
bro, listen, you don't have that's like,
and I mean, I know we're Drake fans here, but I mean other people, it's like when it came to this beef, I fuck with Kendrick too, don't get me wrong. I don't think Kendrick's a shitty rapper by any means. I think bar for bar he might be able to do something.
If you're talking about pure just strictly rap, Kendrick Lamar's probably a better rapper.
Correct. I would think Kendrick would take it. But then you see what Drake does to people. Drake's putting out songs and it's like, all right, you dissed me. Where you at?
Like, and that's the thing that people think.
And where is Kendrick?
And people think that like because he does the pop shit that like
he doesn't
have bars and he doesn't rap and he's doing like, no, like that's like he came up as a rapper. So like, and people like Lil Wayne that a lot of people dub him as the GOAT.
He's the one that brought him up.
Took him under his wing, was like, yeah, this guy is it.
He brought Drake. Lil Wayne made Drake who Drake is, or at least helped him in his career. And Lil Wayne is dubbed as like Lil Wayne is fucking goated.
It helped that Lil Wayne was on the hottest fucking streak that we've seen of any rapper. Like Lil Wayne, as far as a rapper, probably hit the highest of highs. Like as far as like as bright crazy, as we've seen a star shine. As far as Lil Wayne doing numbers, like crossing over, like getting fans from fucking everywhere. Doesn't matter. Like he was and then he's over here. Drake was able to see all that. Drake was there to fucking witness it, go on tour with him, be
past
close
the torch.
Yeah.
So what was crazy, I was just talking about this as well. Lil Wayne became Lil Wayne and how big he was before social media was really like popping like that.
I mean, MySpace.
I mean, granted, I was gonna say MySpace and Facebook was out, and like, he was a lot of people's songs on it and all that.
No, I mean, but Lil Wayne transcended rap in a sense.
He was famous when CDs were like, and mixtapes and fucking. You had to download shit to be able to hear these people. It wasn't go buy it or stream this or it's gonna drop on Spotify or this, that, or whatever. No, like you had to go buy his CD to hear him. Or people were burning CD and burning hard drives. Damn it.
Yeah.
Broke a lot of fucking computers trying to listen to good music.
I mean, Lil Wayne.
I didn't think
Lil Wayne transcended rap as well. Like he got bigger than rap. Like he was a superstar, like on a global level.
Yeah. And this is all from, the late 90s to early, I'd say 2010 was like Lil Wayne's run. And that's before social media became what it is.
I mean, and even before that, he had "I Am Not a Human Being," "I Am Not a Human Being 2." He had no fucking dedication. Those mixtapes.
Dedication. Then you have all the Carters. Then you have No Ceilings.
But No Ceilings was before. Like that was like when he was like before he dropped. That was
Carter
like 2000.
Yeah, that around was like that time. 2007, 8, 2000.
The dedication ones are the ones that were coming out in like 2010, 2011, 2012. But even those, I mean, those were fucking. That's still a great mixtape. Yeah, those are great mixtapes. Like, so listen, and again, to your point, like, favorite. I don't fucking know. Yeah, the first No Ceilings is fucking classic. That is some classic shit. But no disrespect to Kendrick.
They were like, sing any song, and if you miss one word, we'll kill you. I'm going No Ceilings, Ice Cream Paint Job.
Oh shit! I mean, you can do a few. You can pick a few songs.
Honestly, of theirs, I can for sure. But I'm just saying that is so engraved in my brain. Yeah, like if they play that beat, I'll hit the fucking their breaths, everything. We're gonna get everything right in that song.
It's just muscle memory. Shit. But Kendrick Lamar, like again, great. What he means to rap and what he is to rap, and as far as our generation, like he's the top dogs. Him, Drake, and bitch ass J. Cole. Sorry, J. Cole, but that was some. I respected what you were doing in the beginning when you said it, when you apologized for your diss. But then you went and hopped on We Still Don't Trust You and was a feature on there, was kind of some bitch ass shit. We still love you though. But you're clearly number 3 now. And it's a top, and I mean it's a battle between Drake and Kendrick for number 1 as far as like that generation.
Really think it's a battle though.
I mean, well that's what people are pinning it and making it as far as like, is Kendrick gonna respond? If he does, like he has to come with some hard shit. Like Drake is going to that. He's showing that he's ready to go to wherever it needs to go.
Yeah. No, it's. I think it's clear cut as like Drake's number 1.
I think it's Drake, Kendrick, but there's again, a lot of it is the like pure rap heads, pure hip hop heads that like
even keep Cole and Kendrick in the conversation.
Well, at this point keep Kendrick more in the conversation because of like again, if we're talking just pure rap, like obviously Kendrick is still just. He is a bigger superstar, but if we're talking about as far as like transcending, like he is still in that rap lane. Like he's done songs with Taylor Swift and he has pop songs and all that shit, but it doesn't do like it's not the same. It's not the same. So like that's where I feel like there's the disconnect. Exactly, like the people who are like true hip hop heads and want this because of the rap beef and want that nostalgic feeling, I feel like are going to lean more towards Kendrick. The people who are just more, I guess, I don't know, like just kind of see what it is like
if you're not gonna vote.
I mean, for real, I mean, I really it's
old hip hop heads. Like
it doesn't seem like it's really close either, because again, even if we're going bar for bar, it's not like Drake can't rap. And the fact that we've been having this conversation for how long now, as far as who's number 1, who's number 2, and like it's always been, most people either have it Drake or Kendrick. So it's like it's not that he can't rap. And now, now they're going against each other, and it gives that old school feel, and
it's just good for music. It's good for
something
music.
like that. I kind of it's entertaining for sure. And I think the fact that Drake is completely just ignoring Rick Ross is fucking hilarious. Because I love Rick Ross, and he'll come and he's consistent as far as dropping verses, like fucking Oil Money Gang, great song, one of the most luxurious rap songs you'll ever hear in your life. That shit is fucking gold. But he just seems like he's trying too hard. He seems like he's begging for attention. Like, Drake, please, like, answer me. Like, he put the picture up of him like wearing the hoodie with Drake on it. Like, he's talking about BBL Drake and all that shit. And it's like, Drake hasn't really responded to it much, and I think it's pretty funny. But do I really think? I mean, I think it is. One last thing, I do think it is good for rap because 2023 was kind of like a down year as far as like songs and albums charting for rap. So I think this kind of stirs up the pot and it helps their numbers. Yeah, as far as because I do feel like rap has kind of been losing popularity a little bit, especially since there is more of a pop feel to rap now. So it's bringing a lot more fans in. Oh. So it's a lot easier to become a superstar from that. Like, they were the new rock stars for a while, shit like that. And, music comes. I mean, there was a time where jazz was top. There was a time where disco was the biggest, hottest fucking genre around. And, that
everything has its waves.
Exactly. So I think rap is was a little bit on a decline there. This stirs it up. Might there be real beef there? Probably, but I don't think it's really that deep at the end of the day.
No, I don't think. I mean, granted, we don't know as, just normal people who listen to music. Yeah. We don't know how deep it goes. We don't know if like they've really had some issues or had more conversations behind closed doors that are now getting the light of or something.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I don't understand these beefs with Future, for instance. Like, what the fuck did Drake do? But I mean, celebrities do celebrity shit, so God only knows.
Fucking Chris Brown and Quavo are
I seen them beefing too. I haven't listened to both songs, but I heard both were pretty good. 50 Cent actually tweeted something like, Quavo, if you don't respond.
Yeah, like, Chris Brown is a good fucking rapper. I think like as far as lyrically, I think Chris Brown might be a better rapper than Quavo. Like, and Quavo's not like he's a fucking. You don't really. I mean, he doesn't really get the lyricist tag. So like, we're it's kind of like put into perspective, but
But
I think Chris Brown might get the best of Quavo.
I don't know. I'll have to listen to both songs to give you my.
I haven't listened to either, so but. Good old rap beef. It's back. Man. It's back. The feeling's back.
From rap beef to real beef, we had a current event on good old 420.
That was nice.
Thanks.
Good transition there, bud.
Appreciate it. We had a boxing match. Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney.
I can't really speak too much on that because I don't really watch boxing, but all I know is that Ryan Garcia didn't make weight, and then he beat the shit out of this guy. And he was talking a lot. I find him like kind of obnoxious at this point.
Well, yeah, I mean, I feel like his
persona,
pre-fight interviews, and like just everything. A lot of people were saying it as well. It kind of made it seem as if he was building an excuse of like, oh, I wasn't in my right mind or this or that, just in case he did get beat, for example. But then the way he was fighting, and he beat him very convincingly. I mean, he knocked him down 3 times. He didn't get touched pretty much.
They had the scorecard fucking close as fuck, though.
Yeah. But, I mean, even in the fight, like, you could see the ref was kind of making it a lot closer than it should have been. They were letting Haney get away with, like, a longer count. He kept fucking hugging him.
Yeah.
Like, and then Ryan also got a point taken away from him.
Did he?
Yeah, so during the fight, so that's probably why it could have been a little closer. And he was like, how the fuck did I get the point taken?
Yeah, that's why I don't like boxing.
Yeah, boxing is some bullshit. I mean, don't get me wrong. UFC also has questionable. It is better, but also has questionable judging at times.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna get that. I mean, you're gonna get that in any sport.
I mean, it's human error. Exactly. It's human error at the end of the day.
So that I don't really care for. But as far as just like UFC, I feel like it's just a little bit more definitive. It's a little bit more just kind of like black and white. Like. There's calls where it's like, oh god, like how did you see this fight going that way, or like questionable decisions and shit. But I feel like for the most part, it's a lot more of just like, yeah, that guy's just better. Like he just went out there and beat the shit out of him.
I mean, and in the UFC, there's a lot more finishes, for example. Like in boxing, like you can go 12 rounds and you could be getting pieced up the whole time, or you can get off a lucky shot. Who knows? In UFC, it's kind of the same, but as you said, you can kind of see like this guy's been getting his ass kicked.
Yeah.
Like, or if it is wrestling, like he's been getting manhandled. Like he can't do anything.
How do you feel? Because there's been a lot of fucking people saying this about the Justin Gaethje Max Holloway fight, saying that was the greatest knockout in UFC history.
No, it was not.
Thank you.
It was.
All right. I'm glad. That's all I wanted. Because I think they were. Yeah.
It was an exciting fight, but that's not the greatest knockout. I mean, shit. There's
Leon Edwards is the first one that comes to mind.
That's probably
is the first one that comes to mind, and especially in just recent memory. If we're just talking about recent memory, but that one I felt like it was
that one. Fucking Conor versus Aldo.
Yeah.
Jorge Masvidal versus Ben Askren. Like that. It was just like the holy fuck. Like it just happened so quick.
The thing is that it would have been greater if one Max Holloway wasn't already. He was winning the whole fight and he was piecing him up. If Justin Gaethje would have done that, then I would have understood because Justin Gaethje was losing. He was getting his ass beat the whole fight pretty much. And it was essentially a fresh Max Holloway against a beaten up, fucking broken nose Justin Gaethje. So you kind of like, I kind of expected Justin Gaethje to get dropped. Like,
I see it as like what makes it a badass knockout is because Max did say, all right, which is giving some, like you said, it's a wounded Justin Gaethje, but at the end of the day, it's still Justin fucking Gaethje.
Yeah, and he's giving him a chance
who has the power to put your lights out. And he was like, all right, let's go. That was the exciting factor of it.
It was exciting,
but not the greatest.
And I will say that, like, with most other fighters, I would agree with that, but Max Holloway is another guy that he hasn't been put down. He's
never been knocked out.
Yeah.
Never been dropped, actually.
So again, like you take that and then you add 5 rounds of Justin Gaethje getting fucking pieced up. Like if Max Holloway would have gotten knocked out in that moment, then I would have been like, oh my gosh, like how the fuck like that? Then I would have put it up there as far as greatest knockouts. But the fact that it was Max Holloway,
like the Leon Edwards versus Kamaru, because Kamaru Usman was winning that fight.
Yeah,
he was a minute away from
50 seconds.
Yeah, 50 seconds away from having his title still. But then what happens? Leon fakes, goes high with the head kick, boom, knocked the fuck out.
That shit is wild.
So it was just crazy. This happened, and because it was a BMF title, and because it was like true badass shit, the guy that was winning was like, "Nah, come on, I'll give you a chance."
And that's what made it special. But like to your point, I don't think it's a great.
It doesn't make it like watch factor. Yeah, it's a great knockout to watch, and he does get fucking flatlined, laid the fuck out. But that's not a greatest knockout ever. Like I said, I off the top of my head named you like 5-6 more.
And I think the main event was a better knockout. Pereira and Jamal Hill. The way that he got him in the nuts, he's like, no. Didn't even look at him. Stopped Herb Dean, is like, no, watch this. Literally not even 10 seconds later, knocks him out with not even a clean fucking
left hand.
Dropped like eyes rolling back.
Stepped on his foot too. Set him up perfect for it.
Bro, and Jamal Hill was talking all that fucking shit.
Yep.
And he just dropped him like that. He didn't even break a sweat. Like it didn't even look like he was trying.
That was a good knockout. I wouldn't say, neither one of those. It was just the card was such
stacked.
A great card that it's like either one of those could go down. I mean, they'll go down in history regardless. It's UFC 300. So, but like I said, there's a lot of, that's what's so exciting about the UFC. Any given week when they put fights together, something amazing can happen.
This next card, I don't think is going to be that great.
I was going to say the same. You took the words out of my mouth.
It's hard to, especially when you have such a star study, like so many names, like probably from Yuri on, except the Bo Nichols fight, those probably all could have been main events on their own separate cards.
Pretty much.
Even the Aljo Calvin Kattar fight could have been a main event on its own, on a fight night.
Even the how the fuck Devin Figueroa versus Cody Garbrandt.
Yeah,
that could have been a fucking fight night main event.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure.
And that was one of the first prelims.
That was the first. That's how they kicked off the card. Yeah.
Wild. But that's what goes to show how fucking stacked 300 was. 301, probably won't even watch it. 302.
Yeah, if there's one to miss, that's the one.
Yeah, for real. 302 and onward. Exciting stuff. But yeah. Then when you have, going back to boxing real quick, Ryan Garcia, if this is true, hard. You saw where he bet $2 million on himself. If that's true, kudos to you, sir. Because I mean, one, he was an underdog, so that's a great payout. And then secondly, I'd have done the same thing. I don't care who I'm fighting. If I'm like, I know it's me, I'll be like, fuck that. I'm betting on myself.
Oh, shit.
And if I had $2 million to spare.
It just has that extra pressure.
Yeah. For real. It's like, no, I'm fucking performing. But
that's some boss shit.
Yeah, but that is G shit to like legit be like, all right, $2 million on who? No, fuck that, on me.
Me, baby.
And then go out there and do what you did.
It's probably against the rules to bet on the other guy.
Yeah, I mean, it should be.
Because then you could
I'm going to get knocked out.
Not even.
But yeah, I guess you're right. But if that is a thing, like, because I don't know, because there has been, you go off of recent shit, Michael Porter Jr.'s brother.
Yeah.
Michael Porter Jr.'s family has had a hard week. One brother gets banned from the NBA. The other brother gets sentenced to 6 years in prison.
Nice.
For you saw what it was for, right? His younger brother, Michael Porter's younger brother, vehicular homicide.
Yikes.
A DUI. Sentenced to 6 years.
Damn. That's rough.
All in 1 week, and then they started the playoffs. And then Michael Porter Jr., I didn't catch the fucking interview because it was at Ryan's. Mm-hmm. But he was saying, like, I saw like the little subtitles. I got 15 other brothers that are like relying on me to show up and do my job.
15?
So he was talking about the team.
Oh.
Like the Nuggets, like this happened like 2 days, 3 days before their playoff game. So he hasn't taken any time off. He's like, well, I got 15 other brothers that are relying on me to be here.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, respect to,
it is.
showing up, doing your job.
It's commendable for sure.
And he was balling, so.
I mean, I think they're going to fucking run through the Lakers, unfortunately.
I hope not. I don't like the Nuggets.
I mean,
I do like Jamal Murray. I do like Michael
they're
Porter
just
Jr.
a better team. Like, that's why the Lakers are a 7.
I don't like the Nuggets.
I like them.
As individual players,
respect them.
I fuck with them.
They're probably the best team in the league. Record-wise, it's obviously the Celtics, but, I mean, they're the defending champs, and it doesn't really look like, I mean, I don't really have confidence in too many teams to stop them.
Who knows? I'd rather fucking the Timberwolves go than them. Will that happen? I don't know. But Anthony Edwards, this is for a different episode. Dog.
Yeah, he is.
That man is nice.
He was talking that shit, too.
Yeah, straight to KD. And then he said after, well, that was my favorite player. So, I mean, that was a great that was the best moment of my life. That's hard. Like, growing up, idolizing or seeing this person, like, I don't think he modeled his game after him per se, but, like, being like, that's my favorite player.
Yeah.
And then to get to that elite level to play against him and then fucking score 3 straight baskets on him and just talking cash shit. Plus, they're going to be on Team USA. So that's just like extra, like, yeah, I'm going to get your ass here.
Yeah, that is. No, he's a dog. He's definitely, I mean, a lot of people are dubbing him the new face of the league. If he, if he can, depending on what he can do on this playoff run, I mean, I guess the Timberwolves realistically would have the best chance, I feel, to, because they have a good mix. I feel like I like the Thunder and I like Shea, but I think they're still too young. They don't have enough veteran presence on that team.
And I feel like they don't have the size. I mean, Gordon and Chet is fucking 7'2". Yeah. But he's not big.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to. I feel like, you can throw Cat and Rudy at Jokic.
Not Rudy, because Rudy will get 47 dropped on him.
Rudy's the 3-time defensive player of the year. Like, he'll be able to. Again, Jokic is probably the best player in the world. Slowing him down is still 30 fucking 10 and 6. Like, so, but if they can neutralize everyone else,
correct. But if they could throw bodies at him and
make it difficult for
anyone
Jokic.
pretty much.
Yeah,
he could guard Michael Porter Jr. He can guard fucking Jamal.
And we forget about Cat that he puts up points.
Yeah, no, he does.
He gets boards too, but I mean, he's another 7-footer. That kid, he could shoot that corner 3. He can put the ball on the floor.
For instance, before
Jokic can't defend. So
before Jokic and Embiid, emerged, Cat was doing his thing. Like he was scoring. I think it's mainly because he's on the Timberwolves. Before Anthony Edwards became like who Anthony Edwards is.
Yeah, Cat is a number 2 on a championship team.
Yeah.
If Anthony Edwards can take, which it seems like he is right now, taking that
taking that leap in his game.
Yeah.
I mean, he dropped 30 something against the Suns.
Yeah, they were fucking they were beating their ass. The Suns are just the fucking Nets of the West with KD and fucking Harden and Kyrie when they were the Brooklyn. It's the same thing. And listen, and I think, and I was
Booker,
talking to
Bradley Beal.
Yeah, but Devin Booker, James Harden, similar. Fucking Bradley Beal, Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving's better than.
I would say Devin Booker is a better defender than James Harden.
Yeah, but James Harden probably historically is going to be a better player than Devin Booker.
I like Devin Booker better though. Pure scoring wise, I like him better.
Listen, I'm not the biggest James Harden fan. I do think his game is a little like it's built for the regular season, not really built for the postseason. But yeah, he did put up some fucking historic offensive numbers.
No, he did. I'm not gonna. I mean, Rockets James Harden was, top 3 offensive player in the ever.
I think, but
it was Michael Jordan, Kobe, that had a better regular season than him.
But I think as far as when you look back at top 2 guards in the league, I think James Harden is unarguably a top 5. I don't know if Devin Booker's going to crack that top 5 overall. When it's all said and done. And again, I could be wrong. He could win championships.
He can go on to win an MVP, win a championship. Yeah. We'll have to see, but yeah.
I don't know if he's MVP. I think Devin Booker's a number 2 on a championship team, but I don't think KD is the same KD that can be a number 1 and carry a team to the finals.
We'll have to see.
Because who are they playing? They're playing. Oh yeah, they're
Timberwolves.
playing. Yeah, I'm over here fucking too much tequila.
Where are you going?
But no, I think the Nuggets go. I think the Timberwolves go. I think who is it? Kings and Pelicans? No, that was the playing game. Pelicans and fucking
OKC.
Clippers and Mavs. That's
Clippers are up 1 game.
Yeah, they beat the shit out of them too without Kawhi.
And then
we'll see. We'll see on that one.
We got torched, but I mean we were without Jimmy.
I think you guys are gonna get bounced. It might be a gentleman's sweep, but I'm leaning more towards a sweep.
We'll see.
Boston, I think, has the most pressure on them. If they don't get to the finals, and honestly, if they don't win the finals, they're
probably gonna break that team up.
They might have to. I mean, what else is there?
They're
for
one
them?
of the highest paid teams too. So
yeah, Kristaps, Drew, fucking Derek White's playing nice. Fucking obviously Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, that Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. That's the 2 that it's one of them is gonna leave after this season.
They have to,
and it's not gonna be Jason Tatum. They're gonna get rid of Jaylen Brown. So
yeah. The Magic, they lost. They look bad. They're probably not gonna win this series. I think they'll take 2 games, but they're too young.
Who knows? I mean, Spider doing his thing, but
Donovan Mitchell right now is probably the best player in that series. I think in a year or 2, if they put Paolo will be the better player. One, because Donovan Mitchell's been in the league already for a little bit, and age and Father Time catches up. But Paolo is that good. He's gonna be.
No, I mean his
in this new crop.
Wise,
I think in this new crop of young talent, he's gonna. He can be a top 5 player, top 3 player. I don't know if he can win an MVP, depending on that's going to be a more team success thing. But I think he could be a top 5, top 3 player. Given what in his prime, that's his peak, and that can win championships. I mean, with the team that they have, I think they have a good team around them. Players are emerging.
This is 3 years,
and they don't really have anybody on that team.
3 years straight of the MVP finalists being all. Born outside of the U.S.
Yeah, so
because it's been Giannis, Jokic, and
Embiid, but this year it was Shea. He's Canadian,
and Jokic and Luka,
and he's from Lithuania.
Yes,
but I mean, it's gonna be interesting because again, now we are starting to see the next crop of stars gonna we can distinguish who they are, like Shea, like fucking Paolo, like Anthony Edwards, like fucking Luka, obviously Wemby, people like that those young guys are starting to
emerge quickly,
superstars. So you kind of we're getting the new faces, so it's going to be interesting to see.
It is crazy who though becomes the face. In year 21 LeBron is still the face of the league,
bro. LeBron's the GOAT. And I saw fucking, what's that guy? Fucking Legler, NBA analyst, fucking Tim Legler on ESPN talking about fucking LeBron is cemented as number 2. It's why is this still even in any other sport, if someone has clearly better stats numbers wise in the rankings, and the one thing you're lacking is championships, they're considered the greatest. There's no, and I don't. Besides in championships, which is a team thing. What stats does he have that he is better than LeBron James?
Just pure scoring.
And not even, because LeBron James is the leading NBA scorer of all time.
About season, like during the season, who puts up the better numbers was Michael Jordan. He was scoring higher numbers.
Yes.
Granted, the competition, I don't think that the competition now versus the competition then can, be even stack up against each other. But
I don't know. It's just...
Again,
it's
another
wild.
Thing for a whole other topic.
Yeah,
like
it is
we
wild.
can go into basketball for hours.
It is wild to me how it is still like old heads really just hanging on.
Yeah,
because listen, like the next Wemby might be that guy where he's fucking 7'4" and he just fucking, it's something we've never seen. Something that is obviously he has to get the numbers to go with it. Yeah. But the thing is that LeBron has the numbers. He has rings. He has MVPs. He has fucking all NBAs. He has fucking he
was robbed of multiple MVPs too.
Yeah, because you know why? The writers, the people that vote for the MVP, didn't want to see him fucking be better than Michael Jordan. Because everyone's got a fucking hard on for Michael Jordan. I don't know. Like, listen, I'm not discrediting his greatness, but the thing that I feel like plays into it the most is that, like, especially around that time, like, there was still not as much exposure. So like the aura and like and I'll say this, as far as like the greatest superstar that the NBA has seen, it is by far Michael Jordan, just because of the numbers, as far as the shoes, the popularity, his brand and all that shit, by far. But if we're talking about strictly just a basketball player, how is he not better? He's bigger, he's faster, he's stronger, he probably jumps higher than him, he has a better handle than him. Scoring wise, like you could debate that Jordan's a more pure scorer, but he has more points than him. Like he's been to the finals more times than him. He's carried shittier teams to the final. Like,
yeah,
it blows my mind. Blows my mind.
It does. Well, any final words for the folks?
Because
your boy's getting hungry.
Yeah, it is. It is 8:21. I don't know. Not really. I guess.
Follow, subscribe.
Yeah, fucking
Venmo us.
Yeah, that too. We don't have a Venmo, but you know.
I think I got a Venmo.
I got one.
It's like, speak for yourself.
I got Zelle. That goes fucking directly into your account.
I got Zelle. I got Venmo. I got Cash App. What's good?
Apple Pay, if you have my number.
I got that too. All forms of payments I can receive.
But yeah, I mean, I guess thanks for everyone for the birthday wishes and the celebration and the constant support that I get from my family and friends. Couldn't do it without you guys. Real shit. I know that sounds very sarcastic, but
drop the applause.
Fuck, I don't know which one it is. It's all because of you guys. It's all because of you. Woohoo! But yeah, like, subscribe, follow, comment, rate, share with your friends, your family, your dog. All that good shit.
Post your dog. Fuck it. Tag us.
And
repost it.
Everybody love everybody. See y'all next week.
Peace.